Welcome to another edition of Fireside Financials. I'm Garrett Philbin, the founder of Be Awesome Not Broke, and today we are going to be talking about profit first and how to actually pay yourself as a new business owner. So if you are not a new business owner, for example, are thinking of starting your own business but haven't done it yet, you may be asking yourself, wait, why would I not pay myself as a business owner? And it's a good question, right? You think that you would, but I'll speak from my own experience. When I got started, I would invest in tools in my business, in marketing, in other things to help me grow the business, but oftentimes would then justify, I need to spend to grow my business, and justify that as a reason to not pay myself. And then I would work more hours to try to make more money, to spend more to grow the business, but because I wasn't prioritizing myself, it became kind of a vicious cycle of working more and not actually setting aside the money that I needed to honor the time and energy that I was putting in. And I know that I am not alone in this. I've talked to many business owners who have done the same. So that's why we're talking about this today. So Profit First and foremost, is a system come up with by Michael Michalowicz. I'm not sure if he invented it, but he certainly wrote a book of that title that became really popular. And it's a cash flow management tool for your business. So in the same way that it's helpful to have a budgeting and cash flow system for your personal life, it's really important to have one for your business. And really at the essence of Profit First is, as the name suggests, the importance of taking profit for yourself before anything else. Because when you prioritize putting money towards expenses and investing in the business, it's easy then, like I explained in the beginning, to deprioritize paying yourself a salary or paying yourself a profit, which is ultimately the goal of any business. And so by setting aside profit first, it forces you to prioritize, okay, this money, I'm either going to pay it out to myself in profit or invest it back into the business when profit is available or when I have a certain amount of profit. And then after profit and after you pay yourself first and after you set aside money for taxes, you then have money left over to invest in the business. So it's really the order of operations is different, and by prioritizing it in your mind and in the order of which you move the money, it allows you to actually pay yourself first and give yourself profit first. So the way in which it's broken out is by percentages. So I'll just give a brief overview because I don't want to bore you, and the book does a very good job of explaining this. But the way that it's broken down is you think of the different percentages that you want to allocate to different parts of your business first before any income comes in. So this will vary depending on your type of business, but just for an example, let's say, your income comes in, your gross income, and then you would say, okay, based on my business and based on how much money I want to pay myself and some different questions that you ask and will answer based on what he says in the book, you could say, all right, I'm going to give myself, just starting off with maybe 1 or 2% profit just to get accustomed to what this feels like in the beginning, and you can raise that over time. In terms of business expenses, choose, let's say, 20%. Taxes, you're going to choose about maybe 25%. And then the remainder, which if I can do math well, would be around 53 or so percent, would be for your take-home income. Now, right off the bat, you can see that, wow, which is a mixture of wow and not sure where that came from. But you'll see that out of every dollar that you bring in at the beginning, you only have 53 cents that you actually pay yourself in take-home income. So this may be a shock to some of you in the beginning, but it's really helpful to think of this first so that you don't anticipate, of every dollar you bring in your business, that you're somehow going to take home every dollar or a much higher portion of that than you actually will. So by doing this, if you're only making, let's say, $1,000 because you started out your business, you would then take 2%, 1 to 2% in profit, which would be, I think, $20. If I can do that math right, 250 would go towards taxes, 200 would go towards business expenses, and then the remainder would go as your take-home income. And what that means is it gives you a very clear box of, okay, I can only spend $200 a month on business expenses. right? And so if you want to spend more than that, you need to earn more income first, which is often not how new business owners, i.e. this guy, did it. I said, oh no, I can just spend more in expenses because I can justify it for this litany of reasons. But again, that deprioritizes you paying yourself and leads to burnout, resentment of the path that you took, frustration, and all of those things. So hopefully this is a quick and helpful primer. I highly recommend the book by Michael Michalowicz called Profit First if you're looking to start your business, and read it before you do, because it will help give you a very useful roadmap in ways to set it up even before you've gotten started, and save yourself a lot of trouble versus if you set up all your business finances ahead of time and then have to go back and adjust them after the fact. As always, any questions that you have, I would love to hear them in the comments, and welcome any suggestions for future Fireside Financial episodes that you would like to hear.